Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, I had a voice radio. So today, we're doing a quick little video to share with you the most exciting of the announcements that were made in the opening ceremony of the 2017 Pokemon World Championships. There were a few of them, ladies and gentlemen, and I, for one, am excited. First of all, we were told that Pokken Tournament DX, remember that's coming out for the Nintendo Switch on September the 22nd, is going to be involved in Worlds 2018. Now, we don't know very much about this, but the fact that it will be part of the competition at Worlds next year suggests that there are going to be more qualifiers like there were this year. This year we saw qualifiers at DreamHack in Sweden, and I was there and commentated, and it was fun, so I'd love to see that again. And I'd love to be commentating again. But we also saw qualifiers at CEO over in the US, so hopefully even more coming this year. The only thing we know for sure, it is going to be part of the World Championships next year. For a Pokken Tournament fan like myself, that's amazing. In terms of the Pokemon trading card game, we were shown Guzzlord GX and Buzzwole GX. And in the video, they kept referring to red GXs. I don't really know what they mean by that. At the moment, it doesn't appear to be a separate game mechanic, although we will, of course, have to wait and see. But certainly this does lend itself to the name of the Sun and Moon 4 expansion, Crimson Invasion, which is the expansion in which these Ultra Beasts are going to be first released. So yeah, red GXs. I'm willing to bet they're still going to be one per turn and all of that malarkey. Now, they do look like very good, very powerful cards. Clearly, Guzzlord's GX attack that allows him to take an extra 2 prize cards does jump out massively. Buzzwole, a basic that does 160 for free energy, really jumps out. Plus 30 to the active, 30 to the bench for 1 energy is pretty sweet. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a separate video about each of them, as I tend to do, so we're going to go into them in more detail in a moment. In terms of the Pokemon video game, we did have confirmation that at Worlds 2018 it will be Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon that are going to be the games that will be the centre of the competition. We still don't really have any information about the VGC 2018 format, but we do know now that these are going to be the games on which it's going to be based. We're also told that there are going to be more Z moves. Now again, we were only given a single example of this, but Komodo is going to be given his own special Z move. And I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it looks pretty amazing. It is a double attacking move. We saw it as an example on the video, getting a one-hit KO as a super effective move on both Salamence and Garchomp, which means it could be Ice Dragon or Fairy type, but let's face it, Komodo is a fighting dragon, so that seems to be a dragon type move. As well as being a double hitting Z move, it's also puts all of Komodo's stats up. Attack, special attack, defense, and speed all get a boost of presumably 1 stage. That is ridiculous for a Z move, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy powerful. Is it going to be enough to make Komodo particularly playable? I mean, Komodo really sees very, very little play in the VGC 17 format. You know what? It's going to depend, but certainly it gives Komodo more of a chance than it had before. And the final announcement was made was for Pokemon Go. They've said that Kangaskhan is going to be catchable in Anaheim this weekend, which is really important because generally Kangaskhan is exclusive to Australasia, and as far as I'm aware, this does mark the first time you're going to be able to catch Kangaskhan out of Australasia. Now, the Pokemon that is exclusive to the US is Tauros, North America to be more specific, and this is going to be seen more often around Anaheim this weekend than you would usually expect to see, which is really cool because at the Pokemon World Championships you've got people coming from all over the world who want to catch this North American exclusive Pokemon. I certainly didn't find one in my 2 trips to the US this year, and it made me sad, so it's lovely that people who are going to be at Worlds are going to be able to find it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the big news that came out of the opening ceremony. Obviously, I am going to be bringing you all the news from this weekend at the World Championships, so make sure you are subscribed, and in the very near future, there will be videos about Boswell and Guzzlord GX, because let's face it, when new cards come out, I make videos, but there's going to be videos about VGC and anything else you need this weekend, so subscribe, keep checking back, and make sure you do leave a like on this video. You can find me on Twitter at The Wassy, where I will be sharing my thoughts this weekend, and you can follow me on twitch.tv/PTCGRadio for some live action, and if you want to support the channel, get some bonus pods, etc., you can go to patreon.com/PTCGRadio. But by far the most important thing, as always, is to look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.